It's Heaven's World. Say what? Simply Heaven's World. Who's she? She's fabulous. She's glamorous. Super fashionable. Fantabulous. She's admirable. She's blessed. She's heaven. That's me. I'm heaven. Come on in to my world.
Well, hello. Welcome back to Heaven's World. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. During this quarantine, we're still locked up, y'all. We're still locked up. But in the midst of this, can we talk? Can you and me talk? Okay. I just need to get some stuff off of my chest. Well, one thing that's all encompassing, and we're going to try and touch a little bit on everything. This is a rant, y'all, okay? This is a rant. Can we talk about hate? Okay? Can we stop all the hating? Can we just cease all the hating? Hating is not natural. It's not something that we are born with. It's a learned behavior. It's taught. So it's not something that we are meant to do. It's something that we are choosing to do. Okay? Now, having said that, let me go off into this. Even with what we're going through now, in the midst of this pandemic, coronavirus, COVID-19, people still feel the need to spew hate, venom. My mom always told me, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And that's fine with me. That would be perfect. If you cannot be a part of the solution, try not to be a part of the problem. Let's resist being part of the problem, okay? It's one of those, okay, for example, I'm stepping out on faith and I'm doing YouTube, which I love. And you hear all the time how people are going on the pages and instead of saying something constructive, they're saying something ignorant that doesn't matter to anyone at the end of the day. But I'm speaking up on their behalf because what you say to people hurt. Words hurt. Words can kill. Like the Bible says, death and life lies in the tongue. You can speak life over someone or you can speak death over someone. The thing that you say, and even though to you may seem small, but that may be the one thing that tipped that person that was already on the edge over. And they go home or finish watching whatever they're watching and choose to take their life because of something you did. How does that make you feel? Now, if it does not make you feel anything, then you are the one that's in need of prayer. Okay? It's because you are hurting, you are choosing to hurt. Now, you see how you are feeling on the inside. Broken, pain, lonely. And you want to inflict this on someone else because you are dead on the inside. It's not right. And when I say death and hatred, this is a venom, like a snake bite. All you do, you're walking through life spewing venom, spewing ugliness, and it comes out in everyday life. For example, you hate another race because of the color of their skin. They have no control over the color of their skin. But what does that have to do with you? What does another person's skin color have to do with you as a person? Nothing. Why do you want to feel superior to someone else based upon the color? Why do you think you are superior to someone else based upon the color of your skin? What makes you feel that you can dislike, hate anyone because they are black, white, Spanish, Chinese, whatever? Does that make you feel better about yourself? Because you feel like, oh, you're black, I'm greater than you because I'm white. It makes no sense. When God created us, He's not looking at the color of our skin in the first place. He's looking at the content of our hearts. Okay? So God did not create racism. We did. Humans. So you have to think about, why would they want to feel more superior than someone else? Why do you want to feel more superior? Because you feel inadequate in your own life? I'm just saying, these are just questions. You don't feel like you are enough in your own life, in your own right, that you have to feel superior? Why you just can't be you? I'm just asking. Food for thought. Being racist and hating another race is ridiculous. Ridiculous at best. Okay? It is ridiculous at best. No one is greater than anyone else. And the minute that we can figure this out, the better off this world is going to be. Why do you think this corona is going on? God isn't pleased. He's not pleased with this mess. This is not what he created, and this was not his intent. Let's not get it twisted. God did not put you above someone else. No, there are no big eyes in this, okay? We are all equal, whether you want to realize it or not. Hating another religion. Who created religion? We are spiritual beings. You hate someone else because of what they believe. They dislike you because of what you believe. It's stupidity, is what it is. Believe whatever you will. Believe whatever you will, whatever is going to get you through the day. That is not up to me. That's between you and the God that you serve. Mm-hmm. What you believe does not hurt me at all. No. It's up to me to make it into heaven. It's up to me. My choices in life. So what you believe doesn't have anything to do with me at all. So if you don't like my religion, that makes me feel nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry for you, because you're wasting your time if you think you're hurting me, because you're not. You're hurting yourself. And you're wasting the precious time that you have here on earth spewing hate. Like the people that stand outside and you want to call people the N-word and you want to call different races other disgusting names, or you want to host these different rallies and things, white power, black Lives Matter, whatever it is. And I'm not saying it's not valid. All lives matter. And I do understand why we were saying Black Lives Matters, because at the time, not even at the time, since the beginning of time, you act like they don't. But I can't even just say outside of our race act like it doesn't matter, our Black race doesn't matter. We ourselves are killing ourselves. So evidently, you also have bought into the hype that your life is expendable. If you cannot be a part of the solution, try not to be a part of the problem, okay? We need to stop killing each other. We need to stop hating on each other. We have other Black people calling other Black people Black. We're all Black. We're different shades, but we're all Black at the end of the day. So it's like this slave mentality where if you're a little lighter, you get to work in master's house. If you're darker, you work outside. Who really cares? At the end of the day, we're all eating slop. Come on now. Because you're working on the inside cleaning master's toilet. That makes you better than someone else. Or they put you over the rest of the slaves. You're a slave yourself. And you want to beat another slave and you feel powerful because they trusted you. Child, please. In their eyes, you're still just a slave. Okay? And they will beat you too. Okay? So let's stop the hate. Stop the hate, Black folks. We're Black folks. Stop the hate, white folks, against other races. I can't even say just Blacks, because you all are hating on everybody. And you even have the Mexicans, Spanish people, trying to dislike Black people. Like you want to feel superior. What is this thing about trying to feel superior? No one is greater than anyone else. Okay? You came over here. You weren't born here in the U.S. So they brought us over here whether we wanted to be here or not. Okay? So, I mean, it's ridiculous. You get the Africans are hating the Black people that's American because we're American and we're not really Black. We shouldn't be calling ourselves African. It's just stupid. It's stupidity is what it is. It's ignorance. 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 And then you also have children in the midst of all of this, watching all of this. Like I said, we're not born hateful beings. It's a learned behavior. It's taught. And you wonder why these children are walking around shooting up stuff and calling other people bad names and horrible names. And you're like, where did they get that from? If you want to know how you appear to people, watch your children. Watch them. Because an apple does not fall far from the tree. I'm just saying. There are some exceptions to the rule, but not many. Okay? You have these children going to school and now you can't even just say school, but they're on the internet. And not just children, it's grown-ups, grown folks, grown babies is what it is, grown babies. They're behind their little computer screens writing these ugly words and feeling big and powerful, like what your words mean something. You coward. Okay? You coward. You want to speak hate. Call other people names. Horrible, horrible names. This could be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your child. You need to treat people the way that you want to be treated. Would you want someone calling your daughter out of her name? You would be fighting mad. Fighting mad. So what gives you the right to call someone else's child out of their... At the end of the day, we're all someone else's child. Hate benefits no one. Hate benefits no one. Always screaming how good God is, and oh, God is a mighty God, and the ones sitting in church are the biggest ones filled with hate and spewing venom all on people, all over people, judging people. You want to judge sexual preference. Really? People are dying. People are fighting for their lives. And you're upset because of who someone has in their bed? How often do you follow someone to their bedroom? When they invite you over to their house, are you going behind them to their bedroom? That's the only way you're going to find out what their sexual preference is. But at the end of the day, what does it matter? Why are you hating this person? Because there's something within you that you are running from? I'm just saying. Why does it matter? Why does it matter? It doesn't. Why do you feel the need to come and beat somebody over the head with religion? God says it's an abomination. Okay, just like you read the Bible, I'm sure they did too. And the one time that you said it to them, you don't have to continue to repeat yourself. Because you're trying to feel superior to them. I'm all-knowing. I read the Bible, and this is what the Bible... Well, I know a lot of people, you are trying to condemn other people because of their sexual preference, but you are sleeping around with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, Susan, Sue, and Alice. Out of wedlock, mind you. I'm just saying. And some of y'all are married. Forgot your wife was at home. Or your husband. That's adultery. Sleeping with people and you're not married, that's fornication. Walking around getting drunk. There's no sin in drinking. It's getting drunk. That's the sin. Overdoing anything is a sin. But you want to condemn other people because what you perceive as unnatural. That's your preference. That's what you, if that's your choice. But keep it to yourself. You think just because you tell somebody you're gay and you're going to hell that they're going to go home and stop that day? No. No. Only God has the power to change someone if it indeed needs to be changed. It's not about you and what you think. Your only job or command that God commands of us all, is to love. Love. But the same measure that you choose to judge other people will be the same one that God judges you by. So you need to sweep around your own door before you start trying to sweep around someone else's. I just think that hate is such a useless emotion. It's useless. It benefits no one at all. So, I mean, if we have to spew hate or speak down to people or ugly to people, then we need to go within ourselves and find out why. Why do we feel the need to cause other people pain? What's causing us pain? Because hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. So why are you hurting? That's the question that you need to be asking yourself. Being hateful is unnecessary and it's unnatural. That is unnatural. That is the unnatural behavior. Hurting people because you're hurting should make you want to feel like not causing someone else that same strife. We should want to build each other up. We should want to embrace our differences, not as a negative, but as a positive. Imagine how boring this world would be if we all looked the same, walked through the world dressing the same. You want to hate someone because they wanted to put tattoos on their skin. When it's all said and done, and our bodies, when we die, our bodies are where? Here. And it's going to do what? Turn back to dust. So what does God care about what's on your body? And then you say, well, if it offends your brother, then you shouldn't put it on you. Why should what I put on my personal body offend you? My choice is to put on my body, whether I want a tattoo right across my face. That's me. If you don't like it, you don't have to look. We all have free will. Turn your head. Better yet, just walk away. I hear people all the time. You turn on the TV, and then these movies are on, and it's just about this and that. How many channels are on the TV? Utilize the remote, okay? Keep clicking until you find something that suits you. That's all, period. If we concentrate more on us, on who we are as individual people, we will have less time to worry about what other people are doing. The very ones that's standing outside chanting hateful thoughts, or sitting inside a church, or sitting inside their car, sitting at home spewing hate, are the very ones that don't want to take a look at themselves. They want to keep their focus on other people because they can't look at themselves. They don't want to see what's looking back at them. It's not pretty. Hate is never pretty. It is never pretty. Now, if we take the time, and I was telling my girlfriend, if our parents, and you current parents, if you take the time to teach your children during their formative years, we wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't be here today. A lot of the hateful thinking, the racism, the ugly thoughts have all been passed down from generation to generations. Because they're learned. These are legacies that they're passing down. Hateful, destructive legacies that is not for the benefit of anyone. Not even the people that's teaching it. And they don't even know. They have no clue. And that's unfortunate and it's so sad. And I think it's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to wake up. God is trying to wake us up.
Mm-hmm.
This corona has people in the hospital, separated from their families, and they're dying alone. And then you have the audacity to cry because I can't be with my family. When were you going to visit your family when they weren't in the hospital? Did you go over there and see about your mom when she needed somebody? Did you? We need to learn to give flowers while people can still smell them, instead of waiting until they die and you go to their funeral and you want to pass all out. The same one that you were talking about the other day. You're not even sure with the time that we are living in right now if tomorrow is promised, let alone the next second. I could be sitting here right now and the next second I'm gone. What did I do with my life? So when you stand before God on Judgment Day and God's going through the list and he's weighing your good and your bad and the things that you think were positive. Oh, I told this person that you should not be loving, men should not be with men and women should not be with women. I told them, God. Okay, so what about the lie that you were telling the other day? What about that woman that you were over their husband flirting and trying to sleep with? What about them? Okay? He's going to tell you, if you spent more time on you and less time on other folks, then maybe this outcome would be different. There's a lesson. There's a lesson. Time out for hating. Stop the hate. Stop hating. Let's speak life into people. Let's encourage and uplift, inspire everyone to be the best that they can be. To be a part of the solution, not the problem. Let's join together in an effort to love, not hate. Let's love, which is what God commands us to do, and not hate. At the end of the day, God is the God of all, and He and only He can judge anyone. So whether you sitting here down here wasting your time and spewing your energy and speaking hate on people and thinking ugly thoughts and thinking you're better than because of, and none of that at the end of the day matters. Because you're white, you're right? No. Because you're heterosexual, you are better than? No. Because at the end of the day, your sexual preference, the color of your skin, your religion has nothing to do with your destination or your salvation. Okay? It's what lives in you and your heart. That's what God is looking at. Your heart. The Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Every day, we need to get rid of this stinking thinking. Because that's what it is. Hate is stinking thinking. When you wake up in the morning and all you can think about is ugly thoughts, how you can hurt someone, you need to fall on your face and ask God to please help you. And even if you can, I'm praying for you all. Us all. Us all. Because we need God. We need God's intercession right now. We need deliverance right now. We need healing right now. And God can and he will. He said he would bless us abundantly and exceedingly above all we can ask or think, according to his riches.
Yes.
That's all we need to do. Let's love each other, y'all. Let's love on each other. See if you can reach out to someone and say something kind just because of. Even a simple smile may make a world of difference in someone's life. You don't know what people are going through. And the people that you think have it all together and all figured out, those are the ones that's hurting the most. You don't know by you reaching out and calling them and saying, I was just thinking about you. How are you doing? I love you. That could be the difference between life and death. You driving in your car and you look over at someone and wave. Smile at someone in the grocery store. Say hello, a kind word, simple as hello, may be the difference of life and death. So I just wanted to come on here and just to get this off my chest because it has been bothering me for a while. Just things that I don't really understand. I've never understood racism. I've never understood anyone feeling good about putting someone else down. I've never understood how a whole race could feel that they're superior than someone else because of the color of their skin. I don't understand where that came from. Who told you that? You definitely didn't read that in the Bible. And since that's the book that everyone is always referencing, you may want to pick it up and read it again. God commands us to love, and that's the only thing he commands of us, truly, to love. We need to do unto others as we would have them to do unto us. We need to treat people the way that we want to be treated. Stop all the hate. Okay, I guess I'll end this now, but I really hope that you all are listening. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Everyone can improve what they are doing. Even if you feel like you are your ultimate best, there's still room for improvement. Trust me, I'm constantly taking self-inventory of myself. And I am, trust me, far from where God would want me to be. But I am working daily on myself. I don't have enough time to talk about someone else. I don't. I'm more than happy to bring you guys up with me, but I refuse to wallow in the dirt with anyone. No. I love God. Honestly, love him with all that I am. And I refuse to be a part of the problem. If we all could just stand up and make a commitment today to be a part of the solution. Stop the hate. Start loving. Substitute one four-letter word for the other. Stop H-A-T-E and start L-O-V-E. Stop H-A-T-E and start L-O-V-E. Then and only then will we see a change. Thank you guys so much for listening to me and spending time with me. Now, if you like my channel, please like this video. Subscribe to my channel. I'm new here to YouTube, and I just want to make a difference. That's all. I just want to make a difference, a positive impact on this world. Hit that notification bell so you'll know when I drop another video, okay? And please share this video. Share it, please. Thank you. May God bless each and every one of you until you see me again.